Stone Real Estate Advisors, Gloria's Son, and CW Capital. David's career began as a tenant representative at Sutton & Edwards and subsequently Williams Real Estate. David will be presented this award again at REBNY's Gala in January. David, please come up to the dais to accept your award, and everyone please join me in giving him a big round of applause.
Don't worry, you won't have any problems hearing me. I panicked I was going to forget my speech here. All right, thank you, Brandel, for the introduction. I'd like to start by congratulating the outgoing board. It's been another phenomenal year. We had great speakers, great events, incredible enthusiasm, and a fantastically successful summer outing that makes much of what we do during the year possible. I'd also like to thank my parents for being here. I'd like to thank you all for humoring me and having them here. It's not very often you get to share this with your parents. I'm very lucky to have them both here and see me honored. And also my wife, Rhonda, who I've learned so much from when it comes to giving back and helping others in need. She's nothing short of extraordinary. Lastly, I'd also like to thank my partner, Tara Statham, for her great support over the years. All right, so let's just get the 800-pound gorilla out of the room. Out of the way, because anyone that knows me knows that I am anything but young. I've heard more jokes in and out of the office over the last month, most of them deservedly so, but I had known this joke could come with this honor, I might have opted out on it. Seriously, it's incredibly humbling to be up here, knowing that other great men like Jerry Spire, Ed Gordon, Earl Altman, just to name a few, have also been recognized as Young Men of the Year for their contributions. Honestly, when Brandel first called me, there must have been at least 30 seconds of pause and silence, and I was pretty stunned that I nearly crashed my car. I made the decision this year to get involved with the membership committee, and I have to tell you, I'm truly amazed at the committee's dedication to retaining founding principles and philosophies to becoming a member. Trust me, those interviews are no cakewalk, and under the stewardship of the committee, our future is brighter than ever. One of the great things about our organization is how the more senior members mentor and encourage the younger members. I know I've encouraged and mentored a few myself over the years, Ron LaRusso, Andy Ackerman, Pete Alden, just to name a few, and I've gotten them all involved. I myself was lucky enough to be mentored and encouraged by members who I now consider amongst my dearest friends. Leon Manoff, Andy Roos, Mitch Arkin, Richard Warshauer, all people that hold a special place in my heart and helped me develop my career. I remember one day, though, running in the street, and Joe Grotto Jr. and Mark Lazon tracked me down, and they asked me to help out with the summer outing and generally just get more involved. Once they hooked me, I worked the front door at the outing with Stan Klager, and that's where my very, very long, strange trip began. They called me new blood, but I felt more like fresh meat. What I got out of it, though, was the association is about passing the torch, and that's what keeps us going and keeps us young. As I became more involved, I also caught the fever and encouraged a few others to join too. Correct me if I'm wrong, Glenn, but I pestered you long enough that I think eventually you just gave up and said, Uncle, I'm going to join. As it turned out, we were all better for it. Before I knew it, I was a two-term Board of Governor with delusions of grandeur by running for chairman against Bill Montana in 2008. Thankfully for all of you, Bill won, and I was able to contribute to the association as I knew best how. I continued working on the summer outing for a few more years, really enjoying it, but it's Thanksgiving where I've made the most impact. At the time, we had no organizational involvement on Thanksgiving, and when the opportunity presented itself, I jumped all over it. Over the last 5 years, we've served over 1,500 people in dire need, donating thousands of coats, and given them a ray of hope that the 1% do indeed care. Our organization doesn't just say we're going to do great things. We actually deliver all year long, over and over again. Whether it's Habitat for Humanity, Sherry Capel Blood Drive, New York Cares, or our general commitment to the betterment of the community, what we do is unparalleled in the industry, and that should make us all very proud. My own efforts have truly been a labor of love, Without the support of the association, former mentors, mentees, team members, and friends, I wouldn't be up here today. This award just isn't about me. It's about what we all do together to make a difference, which is the true essence and spirit of what Young Men's and Women's Real Estate Association is about. I guess what I'm saying here is there's no me and we, and I share this honor with all of you. Thank you.